Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Still Swinging Podcast. I'm your host, Thomas, and thanks for joining me once again. Today, we headed to Detroit, Michigan, where a mass shooter over the Father's Day weekend. I know I'm a little late with this story, but I really felt like this story needed to be spoke on. Well, a mass shooter has 9 victims, 2 children, ages 4-year-old and 8-year-old. One of the children was shot in the head at a splash party at a popular water park in Oakland County, Michigan. So without further ado, let's jump into the story and we'll get back to the commentary.
Well, we begin this morning with a shooting at a splash pad filled with families in Michigan. Police say a suspect opened fire randomly, leaving 9 victims injured, including at least 2 children. ABC's Derek Dennis reports.
The shooting happened on a warm summer afternoon in Rochester Hills, Michigan, about 30 miles north of Detroit. Multiple victims range from children to adults enjoying the day at a water park on Father's Day weekend. Video over the scene shows multiple shell case markers at the Brookland Splash Pad, a popular water park in Rochester Hills.
Sad. You don't think it will happen in your neighborhood.
Oakland County Sheriff Michael Bouchard says the shooting appears to have been the act of a lone gunman.
The individual pulled up, exited a vehicle, approached the splash pad, opened fire, reloaded, left.
Authorities say a semi-automatic handgun and 3 magazines were found at the scene, and multiple victims were hit, including at least 2 children, the youngest a 4-year-old, another 8-year-old shot in the head in critical condition.
I, in my worst nightmare, couldn't imagine standing up here again talking about another active shooter. This agency has responded to multiple active shooters, multiple mass casualties. So, unfortunately, this has become all too common in America, but especially too common in our community.
This shooting in the same county as the Oxford High School shooting in 2021 that left 4 students dead.
It's a gut punch, obviously, for us here in Oakland County. We've gone through so many tragedies. We're not even fully comprehending what happened at Oxford. And, now we have another complete tragedy that we're dealing with.
Derek Dennis, ABC News, New York.
Welcome to a new edition of Capital.
Family, I think I needed to really take some time to explain this situation a little further, because over 248 mass shootings in the United States so far in 2024 already. I know it seemed like it's no way that can be possible, because we would have heard. The thing is, you don't hear about them that way, because that is a reason for a lot of the mass shootings, okay? These particular people got a mindset of this is how they get their story out, because this is what that, you don't know what I'm going through. Giving people that mindset, this what that spawned. This is how they go about letting people know what they going through. Oh man, don't nobody understand what I'm going through. Ain't nobody paying me no attention. Okay, look, I'm going through it over here, and don't nobody care. Look, this going on with me. That's going on with me. The world need to know my situation. I want to be famous. The only problem is I don't do nothing particularly well, and the things that I like, well, I suck at. So I don't know how else I would get famous. See, they got to make these stories as small as they can that deter a lot of the shooters. Okay, see, when you walk up to the shooter with a microphone in his face, saying, "Why did you do this?" Okay, that's why he done it. That's why he done it, because we keep telling these people whatever you going through matters. Listen, we need to let them know, once you do something like this, we don't care what it might have been. It definitely not going to matter now. Okay, listen, we gotta deter these shooters. And the way we start with the deterrence is by not giving them no light, not giving them special attention for what they done. This is not a way to get famous. This is not a way to get your story told. This is not a way to straighten out the fact that you can't get enough attention, or whatever you going through in your life. You should be able to visit that on other people. No, you should not. So that's why you don't see a lot of concern from me when people start saying, well, you never know what they was going through. Whatever you was going through, I don't owe you to understand that. You don't owe me to understand whatever I'm going through. If I got problems, I need to get some help for them. Not become a mass shooter so I could point out what's wrong with society in my own terms and think that should be an explanation. And guess what? I get to get famous at the same time. Somebody who gave up in life, somebody who already resigned to the fact that I ain't gonna be nothing, I can get famous. No, let's stop making them famous. This is ridiculous. Over 200 and some mass shootings in the United States, when I would have never thought that. Look, we gotta pay the mental health a lot more attention. We gotta give a lot more attention to the things that matter, like preventing these kinds of things from happening, not having to keep responding to them. Still swinging out.